Oh, PP.
Oh, God.
What episode?
I'm not even joking, man. I don't know. 55.
Holy shit, you got it right.
Oh, let's go. Easy. Too easy. Too easy.
Zeke.
The fuck out of my lobby.
Zeke. Oh, poo poo. Fuck yeah. Anyway, episode
My
55.
poo-poo?
Hell yeah. Episode 55 of the Big Saggy Cock fucking podcast, this shit ass cast.
No, that's an intro for the ages right there.
That's
I
the
don't know
best.
what that was, but it's something.
It's the best intro we've had. Back from the holidays, took a little break off that. Everyone was busy. Not like anyone listens anyway, but we're back now. I'm assuming you have a couple little things to talk about.
Yeah, and I've been meaning to talk about this for I don't even know how many casts now in a row, and I have forgotten every time. So I'm just going to talk about it now.
Hell yeah.
System Shock.
Oh, God. I remember you mentioned this to me like months ago that you were like, I want to talk about this.
Yeah, so, System Shock 1 and 2 are considered to be like PC gaming, historical archive, quality type games.
Yeah, like
You know what I mean?
some
Like
of the
System
best.
Shock 2 especially.
Yeah, it's like one of the best like sci-fi horror games like ever made.
Yeah, if you pull up any lists, I guarantee you it's on it.
Oh yeah.
So anyways, it's one of those games I always wanted to play, and not to be a graphics hooah, but it's one of those games, it's like even like pre-Nintendo 64 style graphics are right around there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just I just never picked it up and played it.
And it came out August 11th, 1999.
Yeah, exactly. And
Damn.
not that means I shouldn't commit and play it, but it's not the same experience as it was back then, considering all the things we've been exposed to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, anyways, the story that I wanted to get to was that System Shock 1 was getting fully remastered in modern graphics to be released on Steam. I guess now I would say 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah.
And if you pre-ordered it before it came out, then you got System Shock 2 Remaster whenever it's done for free as well. So you paid like $40 and you got 2 games that are both going to be full-length, fully remastered games. And
Yeah.
anyways, the devs got like really weird about it and then pulled it from the Steam store.
Oh,
but
really?
then didn't give anybody refunds.
Okay.
So, like, right now, even if you pull up System Shock on Steam, it'll say coming soon, but nothing else. There's no pre-order. There's nothing. So then you get people like me now that, like, I've already given them $40. I pre-ordered the game because I wanted System Shock 2.
Yeah.
And so now it's just turned into this weird, like, every now and then the studio gives an update that if you go to the Kevin, if you go into their like leaderboards, their discussion boards, you can see that people are like, "Hey, is this happening or not?"
On like
And then people are getting-
on the Steam page?
Yeah, and people are getting pissed because the dev will respond every now and then and be like, "Yeah, this game's gonna be so legendary, dude." And then people are like, "Is that why like you pulled it from the Steam store with no ETA of when it's coming out?" So you'll see people on there complaining about, "Hey, I need to go get my refund," blah blah blah.
So I'm on the Steam page right now. It says, I thought you said you couldn't pre-order it because it says pre-purchase on my side right here.
Does it say coming soon?
Yeah, it says coming soon, but then it says pre-purchase System Shock $44.99.
Oh, weird. Maybe they re-added it. Maybe that's a good sign. Maybe that means it's coming out.
Let me see the view discussions. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of these threads are bad.
Anyways, it was just I was really disappointed
Yeah.
when, on like the 12th hour, they just pulled everything from the Steam store and then were like, yeah, sorry to like everybody and like didn't voluntarily give refunds.
Yeah, and didn't say like, hey, it's coming out at like this new date. They're just like, hey, it's coming out, and it's like, okay, well, when?
There's no information about it.
Nice.
So that's all I wanted to talk about that. It's just I've been meaning to touch on it for like months.
Yeah.
Just disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. That's kind of shitty. I mean, especially like you said, as high profile of a game as it is. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I saw it happen today, and I thought it was really funny. But there's like a game editorial website called Kotaku. I know we've talked about them before, like pulled articles from them before.
Right.
So let me set it up first. So there's a glitch on Infinite. It's just a visual glitch. Like, oddball, you pick up the ball, hold the ball. There was a glitch where, like, if you, like, meleeed the ball and, like, stood where it spawns, the ball would, like, fly around the map. Kind of, like, on, like, Harry Potter, like, Quidditch, how the ball, like, just flies around on its own.
Right.
It essentially does that. It's just a visual bug. The ball's still technically at its spawn, but just the visual messes up and it looks like it's flying around. So a lot of people are like, hey, look at this Harry Potter glitch. Well, Kotaku decides to write an article, and they called the article Halo Infinite's Oddball Quidditch Glitch Lets You Live Out Your Transphobic Wizard Dreams.
What?
Taking a shot at, like, J.K. Rowling because she's, like, transphobic or whatever. But a lot of people were just like, how the fuck does, like, J.K. Rowling and her, like, points of views make it into an article about just, like, a visual bug glitch? And, like, people are like, this is a really shit excuse at, like, trying to bait an article title. And then, like, Kotaku, like, took it down and, like, re-upload, and they were like update, like, adjusted the title of the article to fit the information inside. And it's like, dude, like, they've been on a track record recently of just, like, posting these really shitty Halo takes, like, on, like, granted, there's a lot wrong with Halo, and some of them I understand, but, like, they posted one where, like, it was, like, the intro level, and they were like, the intro level of Halo is god-awful and, like, really, like, sets the game up for failure or something like that. And it's like, well, it's setting up the story, but okay, every Halo's kind of had a slow start. And then there was, like, another one where it was, like, the Christmas event requires, like, an obscene amount of, like, time and grinding, and it's like, the event just requires you to play one game a day. That's it. And, like, just all this shit. So people are just like, someone at Kotaku just fucking hates Halo, and it's just getting off on writing these really bad articles. But I just thought it was really funny that they went that far to just be like, this little glitch that everyone's like, oh, this is funny. And then just an article, oh, look at this transphobic Harry Potter wet dream glitch. And it's like, oh, no one fucking made that comparison, dog. Like, you're grasping for you're grasping for straws that aren't even there. I just thought it was really funny. Like, like I said, I've saw it on Twitter and follow a lot of the Halo community, and they were all just like, this is a really bad take.
All I'm going to say is you heard my live reaction to the title, which was, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Even when I saw it too, I'm like, what? But good one.
Well, you want me to get pissed for a minute here?
Sure.
So I was scrolling through Screen Rant, another, just site that's got a lot of good gaming news.
Yeah.
And they have an article.
I do like the KOTOR reference.
Yes. So the article is titled Skyrim in Unreal Engine 5 is the remaster you've all been waiting for.
Oh, good.
So one guy, Christian, this is an article by Brianna Reeves. So I will up front say it's unrelated to Skyblivion. But it's going to end in the same spot.
I'm about to say, it sounds like it's unrelated, but we'll sidestep into it.
So this is from the article. Christian Gom of Mykur, M-Y-R-K-U-R, Mykur Games recreated the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim's Riverwood locale in Unreal Engine 5, an effort that perfectly illustrates what a full remaster on new technology could provide.
Okay.
So I'm trying not to lose my shit here.
Dude.
I'm really trying.
Dude, Skyrim.
This will never be done. It will never be done. It's just going to be, we created one city in Skyrim in Unreal Engine 5 that we're never going to finish. We won't even release this one city. In fact, we're not even going to show you a video of it. We're just going to show you little screenshots of it.
I mean,
but it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Look. Why are you looking at Unreal Engine 5 for Skyrim?
Yeah.
It can't even run on something modern, much less something in the future. What are you doing?
I mean,
this is just some dingleberry sitting there. I bet I could put it in a Unreal Engine 5, and then, probably took me 20 years to do this, and I'm never going to actually finish it, but I'm going to release it and get some clicks. Fucking idiot. Get the fuck out of my lobby.
Yeah, I'm watching the video of it, and, like, don't get me wrong, it looks really good, but it's just like, yeah, it's like,
Are they going to finish it? Are they going to put the whole game and make it downloadable?
Probably not. I'm wondering if this was like, I don't know. like, I guess Merker Games or whatever, like, I guess they're a company or whatever. It's like, I don't know if this is them just like, if they were paid by Unreal to show what the Unreal Engine can do, or if Meeker Games, however you say it, is going to be fucking doing it or whatever. Cause it's like, I mean, dude, we have enough Skyrim mods, like you said, that have like been in the works for so long. We don't need another.
I know. That's why I'm just like, why is this front page news on a big site?
Yeah,
this isn't like Tweedle Dingleberry's site.
Yeah, like I said, it looks great, but it's like, what's the end game? Like, I mean,
there is no end game.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Just, look at this thing I made.
Dude, nice. Okay, well, this one will probably you'll really like. Unrelated, so I was scrolling through Polygon and I saw an art. And not, I don't. You might know some of these, but essentially it was like a, where Kachi.
Cool. Sick podcast,
dude. But anyway, it was like I saw it and it just kind of grabbed my eye, and it was it's almost the end of the year, so a lot of editorials are like, the best this of 2021, the best that, best this, worst that. And this one was the best science fiction and fantasy books of 2021. And I was like, oh, okay, like,
okay.
The only thing I took from this, scrolling through this entire list, I did not see, as big as it was, I did not see Brandon Sanderson's Rhythm of War in the list or even in the runner-ups, considering how big of a fucking series the Stormlight Archives was.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, and it's like, granted, I'm not the biggest reader, so I'm like, like, maybe some of these books are like really fucking good. Like, I don't know a lot about them. I'm just looking at them like, I don't fucking recognize any of these, but it's like, I know that the Stormlight Archives is, like, it's a massive series, and it's a good one at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, good one.
Well, all I'm going to say on that is, based on the only book that should be on that list.
Skyrim's on there. Skyrim Remastered's on there. It's the number one book.
All right. I'm not even talking about it anymore. We're moving on. We're just moving on. Fuck that dumb shit. So I know we both talked about this. There's a game that I used to play when I was younger that was punishingly difficult, called SWAT 4.
Oh, yeah.
And I really liked it just because it was a different style type of game, It was kind of ahead of its time. You could use voice commands to yell, and you play as a SWAT officer where obviously your goal is not to kill everyone, but to try to just, subdue suspects, release the hostages, defuse the bomb in different situations.
Different things that the SWAT would be, like, used for.
Right. Like, you don't even have to take, like, a live-action gun. You could take, like, a beanbag shotgun.
Hell yeah.
Things like that. And so there's a spiritual successor, because I think the SWAT series is dead. I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah, it died after, 5, right? Or 4?
4.
Okay.
And so the new game that's out is called Ready or Not, and it's the spiritual successor to SWAT.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And it's nice. It's early access, right? It's not actually
It's early
out.
access, but again, in the modern era, it's hard to have good reviews at launch, even for early access, and it's got really strong reviews that people really like it.
Oh, that's good. So are we getting it?
There's also some drama around this game already.
Yes, and that is?
So as you can imagine, because it's SWAT, you're dealing with very difficult situations. It could be, defusing a bomb, just making up scenarios, hotel hostage situation, bar shooting, something like that. Anything out of control, bank robbery.
Yeah.
And so what the devs, keep them separate here. We got the dev and we got the publisher.
Yes.
So the dev decided that they were going to make a school shooting simulation type level. And no, this is not a tongue-in-cheek game at all. This is a very real SWAT simulator, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, it's not like Call of Duty, but with SWAT. It's meant to be played like methodically and like strategically.
The only reason I highlight that is to show that the devs are not trying to. It's not for the wow factor. They're doing it because I think, and this is my opinion, that I think that they believe that that's a realistic level in the modern world in that type of game. I don't think it's not tongue in cheek. It's not a joke. It's not meant to be taken lightly. It's a real level.
Yeah, I don't think they mean any malicious intent by it.
Right. And so as soon as they announced it, the publisher came out and said, we cannot support you anymore if you're going to do something like that. And so, of course, now it's turned into a hot debate of, first off, should they be doing this? Is it okay if they're doing this? And what does it mean?
Yeah.
So I'm just curious, what are your thoughts? And then I'll share my thoughts.
I mean, dude, it's a really weird, like, I know just using it as reference, I know Call of Duty, like Modern Warfare 2 had like the terrorist level when you're in the airport. And
right, the scene.
Yeah, and that really like shook people where they were like, oh, I did not expect to see this in a shooter. And it's like, I feel like this one even is a little bit more sensitive, but it's like, because I haven't read much into it, but I feel like, the devs are treating it as, they're not treating it as like, oh, we're going to add this and like, we're going to be edgy and this is going to be a game seller. I think they're adding it in there to like, represent the game. It's like, hey, this is a scenario that SWAT deals with. Like we're going to add this in as like a playable level. But at the same time, it's like this, I don't want to say it's pushing the boundary, but it might be leaning on it a little bit. I don't know. And from what I understand, I believe the devs and the publishers, it was a mutual agreement, right? Like it wasn't like the publishers were like, fuck you, I'm not doing it. The devs were like, no, you have to. I think they both were like, we respect each other's differences and we're going to move on.
I would agree with that. And I mean, I think your opinion is well said in how you say that. And again, I know I keep coming back to it, but I don't think that the devs mean anything negative or have any malicious intent with this at all. I really don't.
Same.
Yeah, and to me, that's the driver of if it's even something that should be considered acceptable or not.
Yeah. Now, if it was added in, if it was like, a PvP mode where it's like, yeah,
that's getting a little weird.
Yeah, then I'm like, okay, now I'm like, all right, y'all are fucking up, but it's like because of like, what the game is trying to show and do, I think it fits. It's just it's going to be very interesting to see what becomes of that.
Right. And again, it's not to get so, oh, I'm so deep. I know so much. My thoughts are so deep. But again, it's a reflection on society that's even a level that the devs have to consider as, oh, well, hey, this is a realistic scenario for SWAT. We should put it in the game.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's the big drama around the game. Regardless of that level, I'm super excited about the game. I remember a game was a lot harder than people gave it credit for, in that like you could come in a room, like beanbag, like a guy with a gun, and he'd like drop to his knees, drop the gun, and then like if you turned your back, he might whip out a handgun from the side and try to shoot you dead.
Damn.
So it's like you were left in some pretty tough situations where like, as soon as you saw like one of the suspects, like, raising a gun at you or your AI that was with you would just have to blow him away.
Yeah,
which would sometimes trigger like people nearby or somebody that was already giving up to pull out a gun and like try to fight you as well.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm sure
it was really complicated.
Yeah, and I'm sure, you do that too, and then like, innocent civilians in there probably start running. It just makes the level chaotic as fuck.
Right, because the goal is to kill as few people as possible.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's what I said when I was going back, saying like the game was meant to be played like very methodically and strategically, not just run in there guns and play. So anyway, I started blasting.
Yes. So I'm very excited about it. I mean, I'm debating even getting it now, even though it's not on sale.
I mean, it's an early access, so might as well, because early access is rarely go on sale. And if they do, it's like for 10%.
Right. So, that's all. I'm excited about the game. We'll have to see what happens with the I mean, to be fully honest with you, I'd be surprised if that level doesn't get shut down, just to be fully honest.
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be enough kickback to where the devs are going to be like, hey, you know what? We respect that y'all don't want this. We're going to remove it. But we'll see.
I think if that's a good way to put it. I think if that's the tone they take, then it's totally okay. You know what I mean? Like if they turn around and they're just like, look, we've gotten a lot of pushback. If that's really what the community's telling us, then we won't make this level.
Or the only thing, I guess the other way is if they were like, hey, we're still going to make this level, but you had to like opt in to play it or whatever. It's like you could boot the game and be like, you could just pretty much like click that level. It's like, I do not wish to play this level. You can click it. And then it's like, you'll never get it in matchmaking or in customs or whatever. It'll give you a chance to like opt in that way. Even if you didn't like it and it's in the game, it's like, I'll literally never play it whether I want to or not.
Right.
We'll see,
all I'll say in my closing thoughts around it is that, again, how difficult it is to be a new game coming out in the modern era. and have things say that you're positive, much less very positive, right?
Yeah.
And so theirs is overwhelmingly positive. It's 96% of the 15,000 reviews are positive.
Damn, that's ridiculously good ratings. 96.
So I'm really excited to get it, especially since the price tag is only 40.
Damn, yeah, for a 96 with that many reviews, that's really impressive. Like a lot of games don't even have a 96.
They can't all be wrong, my man. Yeah, they can. Fuck up.
Dude, a bunch of I'll play that game and live out my transphobic wizard dreams. Nice.
Yeah, like what the fuck? I'm out.
Hell yeah. Unrelated notes or whatever. Did you just because I thought it was funny? Did you hear about DoorDash?
No, I have heard nothing about this. What is it?
So apparently, DoorDash is implementing a new rule or whatever you want to call it. I don't know the specific word, but essentially, so this is an article from NY Post by Britt Cato, and it says, beginning in January, DoorDash's newest program called WeDash is requiring all non-delivery employees to dash at least one order per month. So
Wait, say that one more time.
Beginning in January, DoorDash's newest program called WeDash is requiring all non-delivery employees to dash at least one order per month.
So anybody who doesn't actually deliver now needs to deliver once per week?
You said
or month?
Month. And this is engineers, and it's like everyone from like the bottom of the company to like the very top. Even the CEO is included on this.
I mean, I'll let you finish, and then I'll tell you my thoughts.
A lot of workers at DoorDash are pissed because this is like a quote. It's like literally quote, what the actual fuck, quote, wrote an employee in a viral post, which revealed the person's yearly total compensation of $400,000. Quote, I didn't sign up for this. There was nothing in the offer letter job description about this. But a lot of DoorDash engineers and people are furious about this.
Interesting.
And it's like, I thought it was kind of funny because it's just like, I even saw I saw some guy on TikTok, I don't know what it was, but it's like, he was like going through like what people were saying about this, like workers or whatever, and they were just like, I don't want to fucking like go make a delivery or whatever. Like, I don't want to put mileage or wear and tear in my car. Like, I don't want to go to these sketchy areas. And he's like, oh, but you want the people who are doing it for like $2 to do it, but not you who's making like 200,000. That's interesting. They're like,
right. So that's exactly where I was going to go with my comment is this sounds like in the executive room, there was a lot of pushback from whoever's the chief officer of the actual delivery group.
Yeah.
Where I'm assuming they don't get any respect or anything. And so this sounds, I bet you they won't keep this they won't make this a permanent thing, or I bet they won't even roll it out. But I think they're just trying to send a message that, look, and I don't support or don't support it. I just don't care. I'm not involved. But I mean, I think eventually they're just going to come out and say, like, look, you didn't want to do this so much, but these other people have to do it, or they're choosing to do it. I don't know. That's just a stupid situation. Fuck that.
It's a very weird situation. Like I said, it's fine. Like, I get what he means when he's like, that guy was like, yeah. It's not in my job description. Why are you making me do it? I get it. But at the same time, when you're like, oh, like, I don't want to go do this sketchy shit that like all the independent contractors are doing. And it's like, well, you could see like from their point of view, like you're sitting, making 200, 300,000 a year. And these people are making $5 a delivery, like putting mileage on their car and potentially getting like robbed or whatever. Like, you're kind of, it's opening your eyes to where it's like, I don't want to do that. And it's like, well, why? Like, you see what they're doing. You're making money off them. Like, why don't you want to do it? But yeah, it's right. Like you said, I'd be curious to see if this doesn't get like dropped. Because it says starting in January.
I can see either side of it.
I'd be very interested to see.
So
Jesus Christ. Oh, you want?
Oh God,
did you see? Way off topic, just a small thing. Did you see the Doom mod, like the old school Doom mod that came out?
Mm-mm.
So like the old Doom, it's like you're just running around, shooting shit.
Right.
So there's a new Doom mod where instead of going around running and gunning demons, your guy has a camera and he's just going around taking pictures of like NFTs, and I just thought that was kind of funny.
I do like that.
I do like that. I saw that and I was like, this is actually really fucking funny. But yeah, NFTs are weird. I just saw that and I was like, damn, people are pissed about this. Like, but it's funny regardless. I don't care. Easy.
Well, all I'll say is, I know we're getting close to time, is, look, I know we tried to talk about how we would highlight sales. There's a massive Steam sale on right now, unless you've been living under a rock. Just go get some games, boys.
Goes on to January 5th, I think. Something like that. 5th, 6th, 4th.
Man, I'm tempted to get Ready or Not.
I mean, we might have to. If it's that good, I'd be down.
I mean, overwhelmingly positive. 96.
Yeah, that's pretty good reviews.
I'm tempted to get it.
Hell yeah.
But other than that, the only other game that I've really been wanting and waiting for to go on more of a sale is Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord, but it just hasn't.
Yeah. I mean, dude, at this point, who knows? You might get Ready or Not and be like, fuck, I don't even want Mountain Blade now.
I want both, though.
Dude, buy both.
Oh, God.
Oh, you like? Hell yeah. Well, I didn't really have anything else I wanted to talk about, minus those little headlines that I thought were funny. I know you said we're pushing on time. Is there any other little things you wanted to talk about, or?
No, I don't think so. I mean,
Right.
I think next time I'd like to rant on the early access culture, but other than that.
Yes, we'll definitely start the next episode with that. Well, good deal. Well, yeah, this has been episode 55, the first episode that Vitch has gotten correct on the first try.
Yeah, I was telling Stu the other day, I randomly was just listening to a few podcasts from like
Way
6,
long
7, 8,
ago.
9 months ago, and I was still getting the dates wrong.
Yeah. Anyway, we're getting better now, boys. But yeah, this has been episode 55. I'm K-Stu. I'm smiling.
Are you smiling?
Fuck yeah.
Are you smiling, boy?
Gweg.
Oh, gaggy.
God, these outros suck worse every time.
God, yeah.
God, fuck you. I'm ending this. Sick cast.